It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got the rocket arm.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And here we go from Indy. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And leading them out to the 2nd pick of the 2nd round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a pickup of 11. And the Titans will have a first down. It's Pacheco again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. Launches one deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Claypool hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. A counter give here to Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And that's a Tennessee touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. On target to Downs. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Here's 2nd and 7. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Finds his man, Downs. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Let's go.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. Into the hands of Likely. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get it down to a single point. One after from Carlson is up and good. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Like 54.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Right back to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw here from Richardson. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go! From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense. Kate, now got to try to emphasize.
Breaks through, and he might break away. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. Going to the ground again on first. And that's good for a gain of 5. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the... We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They've got 2nd and 5. Running right is Pacheco. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Aubrey Good on the point after. And the Titans tie things up at 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Colts and receiver Josh Downs set to take over once again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
The Titans are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Running is Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Levis. He's got him. That's Claypool. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, come on.
They run with Pacheco. And he's going to be... Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Now a handoff for Pacheco. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. On the carry, it's Pacheco. Open space inside the 40. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. You've got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just a big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. 2nd and 3 now. They'll run now with Pacheco. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. All set up now for 1st and 10.
49, Mike, 49.
This is Pacheco. And he drives this forward to the 6. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Titans in possession. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Like 54.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get some late points and the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On target to his man Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The Titans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
That's 0. 40 Rita.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And he has just earned something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
Here we go.
Levis here on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Levis. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there and just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Diamond.
Levis throwing again. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Mike 54, Mike 54.
Levis back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
22 window. Mike 54.
Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Juju Brents with a pick.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know They're going to be going after number 3.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Well, that's the halfway point, and the visiting Titan. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Titans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here.
Here we go.
First down carry for Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. It is caught left side. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Levis to the air now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Hold on, like 90.
On the play fake, it's Levis. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The Colts offense set to head out. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Taylor now up the middle. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. This finds Likely. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Check, Panther. On rock line.
Richardson on 3rd. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
3 yards on the pickup, and they're 3 away on 2nd and goal. Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he takes this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Titans double their lead to 14.
Colts 14.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Rio Chanel able to bring him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd down carry for Taylor. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Rio Chanel able to bring him down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down on the play by Tavondre Sweat. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
A normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 11. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing his Levis on third down. Complete out to the right side. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Looking to throw Levis. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Making defenders pay for... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21.
Colts 14.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Second down now, 7 to go.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Catch made by Mitchell. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. We'll see what they come up with. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go again with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Colts. Taylor again. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Let's go.
2nd and 6.
No.
On target to Downs. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go.
Working inside the red zone. Taken in by Likely. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Play action with Richardson. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitor. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Mike 13. Mike 13.
Here's Levis. Claypool hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
49, Mike 49. And 24, Linda. Back to the green.
Levis. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the experience.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 48. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st down throw here from Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running right is Pacheco. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
It's Pacheco again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he turns a little room to work into a game down to the 9. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
22 window.
Right back to Pacheco. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Diamond. Right forward.
Pacheco will take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Into the hands of Likely. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First down, ball at the 36. Now Richardson to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 4. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season.